In this video, we're going to suppose that f and g are defined as follows. F of x is equal to 2x squared and g of x is equal to x minus 4. We want to use that information to find the f times g of x and the f times g of 2. So again, let's look at the blue first, the f times g of x. If you rewrite this problem, it's going to look a lot less intimidating because f times g of x looks kind of strange, but knowing that that's really just the f of x multiplied by the g of x function, that looks a whole lot better because then all we have to do is substitute out f of x for 2x squared because that's what f of x is equal to, and we can substitute out g of x for x minus 4 because that's what g of x is equal to. So I'll just pull those values from right here. And so just rewriting this problem makes it look a lot better. So anytime you have a problem like this, after you've substituted in what f and g are equal to, you want to simplify as much as you can because you want to have as nice of an answer as possible. And to be able to simplify this, we're going to need to distribute the 2x squared to both terms. So 2x squared times x is going to give us 2x to the 3. And 2x squared multiplied by a negative 4 is going to give us minus 8x squared. And that's about as much as we can do. So we're going to go ahead and put a box around that and let that be our answer for f times g of x. Again, I think rewriting it is the key. So now let's look at the second question. We want to find the f times g of 2. And so in green, that's where we're going to work that out. There are a couple of different ways that you could look at this problem. First of all, you could say, well, that's the same thing as the f of 2 multiplied by the g of 2. And then you could plug 2 into the original f function and 2 into the original g function, simplify, and then multiply those two values together, and you would definitely get the answer. And that's a perfectly valid way of doing this problem. If you see it that way, I recommend you do it. But for this problem, we've already worked out what the f times g of x is. And so what we could do to save a little bit of time is we could say, well, the f times g of x is 2x to the 3 minus 8x squared. And all we really want to do is put 2 into the place of x in that function that we've already found, because we've already done the legwork. And so the second way of working out this problem is we could just say the f times g of 2 is going to be 2 multiplied by 2 to the third power instead of 2x to the 3 minus 8 multiplied by 2 squared instead of minus 8x squared. So all we did was found the function f times g of x that we found in previously. We just moved it down and we just put 2 into the place of x, into the thing that's boxed off in blue. And then we can simplify from here. So I think this is a little bit faster. If it's a multi-part problem and you've already found the f times g of x, I say just go ahead and plug the 2 or whatever it is you're evaluating that function at into the thing you already found. Now you'll get the exact same answer if you do it the first way I described, so it's totally up to you, but this may just save you some time. So let's go ahead and simplify here because we can break this down into a number. So doing our exponents first, we're going to do 2 multiplied by 2 to the third is going to give us 8, minus 8 multiplied by 2 squared is going to give us a 4, and then just simplify 2 times 8 is going to give us 16 minus 32, that's 8 times 4, and that's going to give us negative 16. So again, if you had figured out the f of 2 and then multiplied it by the g of 2, you would have gotten the same answer. But I think this is a bit faster since this was a multi-part problem. So again, anytime you're doing the algebra of functions, I think the key is to just rewrite it. Makes it a little bit easier, plug in what those functions are equal to, and add, subtract, multiply, divide, whatever the problem asks you to do.